What are the 10 things inside fairy tale that needs to exist in the real life?
Don't blame me if I break you.
What is going on, my fairy fans? Welcome to this week's episode of Fairy Tale Discussion, where we do weekly discussion like what if and top 10 discussion on fairy tale. Whenever it comes to an anime series and you're watching it, you always wonder to yourself, oh man, if only this thing could have been real, it would have been awesome. What is going on, my fairy fans? Inside discussion, I'm going to share with you guys the top 10 things inside fairy tale that needs to exist in the real world. And I felt there's a lot of stuff inside fairy tale that I would like to see happen in real life. But after sitting down watching fairy tale a couple of times, I have 10 things that I would like to see actually exist in the real life. And at the end of the discussion, I'd like for you guys to share with me your thoughts on this and share with me your guys' top 10, as I'll be sharing with you guys mine. So my fairy fans, let's get right to the discussion. I honestly would like to have Tenrou Island exist. It would have been awesome if there was actually a Tenrou Island. Ever since when I first saw Tenrou Island, although it looks like a beat down island, when you're inside there, it actually looks pretty interesting. And you know, it's a very good place to train and a very good place to just sit there and relax and hang out or even hide out if you want to hide from someone. But when it comes down to it, I actually do like the Tenrou Island. And you know what? I actually kind of do wish it would exist in real life. I would like to visit it myself. Magnolia. I would love to live in a city like Magnolia. It's like one very beautiful city I've seen so far in Fairy Tail. It's the reason why the Fairy Tail Guild is located inside Magnolia. But if you guys watch Fairy Tail Zero, you'll see that Magnolia was once a very ugly looking city. But then once when Mavis and them took over it, it became a beautiful city. And you know what? Magnolia has a lot of awesome stuff. They have Cardio Cathedra, they have awesome cake shop. They got a lot of great stuff inside Magnolia. And at nighttime, it just looks really beautiful. And it's the reason why I like to live in a city like Magnolia if it was real. Edolas. Now let's be honest right here. Who would not want to have a world like Edolas where you get to see your counterpartner? I wish that there was actually a world of Edolas. I'd like to visit that world, like second universe, but our version in real life. And I like to see my counterpartner, and I like to see how everybody looks in Edolas. It'll be pretty awesome. You'll be lost there too, be like, oh, that's him, or this is my own partner. But at the same time, it'll be really interesting to go to Edolas and see everything, how everything is. Exceed. Now come on, people. I have a cat right now, but he doesn't have wings, nor does he talk. But here you have Exceed, who are cats, and they could help you and they talk. That would be pretty awesome to have an XC. You know, if I want to go somewhere, I could just have an XC to carry me and fly me towards a place I want to go. Or they could have my back. And if I'm bored, I could sit there and talk to an XC. So you know what? XC is actually pretty fun to have. But at the same time, if you have an XC, your life would be kind of lonely too. You're basically like sitting there talking to a cat. But it is actually pretty awesome to have an XC exist in real life. Dragon Slayer magic. More importantly, dragons. I would actually like to see real life dragon. And not just that, but I would like to learn the arts of Dragon Slayer from them, because having the power of Dragon Slayer is awesome. That's like one of the greatest magic inside Fairy Tail. On top of that, when you need to transform, you go to your Dragon Force where you're 10 times stronger. That is one awesome power right there. And you know, I always thought about it. Each time I watch Fairy Tail and I see Natsu, I always be like, yo man, it would have been awesome to have Natsu's power, or even Gajil's power, or Lox's power. You know, it's pretty awesome to have Dragon Slayer magic. Is the reason why I don't mind having it. The Celestial World. This is actually one awesome world I've seen so far inside Fairy Tail. It's like a very beautiful world, but one thing that's good about Celestial World is that the time there flows differently compared to a real life world. So if you're there, it will flow actually a bit faster. So if you want to go somewhere, like if someone says see you in 1 month or so, just go sit in the Celestial World for like a couple hours and come out. It's been a month already. So you don't have to wait for that urge, you know, where you're like, oh man, I have to wait. You don't have to do that, because time goes by very fast in that world. Although it is kind of weird, like sometimes you're going missing a lot of time, but it's good for those type of people who like want to hurry up and wait for this day to come. They could go inside the Celestial World and come out. And on top of that, you get to meet celestial spirits. The Grand Magic Games. I wish this was actually exist in real life, because if it was real, I would definitely participate inside a Grand Magic game. And it'll be really fun. You get to meet new people, you get to fight new wizards, and it's like pretty much a battle to see which guild is the strongest. And sometimes a free-for-all battle to see who's the strongest. But when it comes down to it, the Grand Magic Guild does have a lot of entertainment stuff, and I actually kind of wish it was real. It would have been awesome to go there and try it out. Requib Magic. I really wish this was real, and I would love to have a Requib Magic, because honestly, a lot of people are lazy here, and if you just want to go out to the gym or somewhere, just requip to your uniform, bam, you're in a gym uniform, or unrequip if you want to go take a shower, if you want to go with your wife, unrequip, or if you're going to go to sleep, just change requip to your clothing. Pretty much, this is a very good, useful magic if you want to change to any clothing you like in milliseconds. I would really like to have a Requib Magic. It's the reason why each time I watch Fairy Tail, I always, when I see Urza, I'm like, damn man, if only I could have that power too. It would have been awesome to have that type of magic where I could equip to any clothes I like, and I have to actually go and take the time taking off my clothes, where I can just do Requib and bam, my clothes are off or my clothes are on. Urza and Ultir. I wish those two actually exist in real life. That would have been awesome. I would score them. Nah, I'm just joking. This one is Ether Nano. I wish in this world there was actually Ether Nano where we could absorb Ether Nano and therefore we could use magic power ourselves. Like, that would have been awesome. If we're able to use magic power, we could pretty much control any type of magic we like. But what we're missing is Ether Nano. There's no such thing as Ether Nano inside this world, but inside Fairy Tale World, there's a lot of Ether Nanos out there. And if Ether Nano exists inside this world, a lot of people would have been wizard by now, and it would have been actually pretty fun to have Fairy Tale magic, wizard power. You're able to do any type of magic you like with the Ether Nano. That would have been awesome. And on top of that, you can unlock your second origin. I'll actually do that myself. The Fairy Tale Guild. I honestly would love for this to exist in real life. Like, the Fairy Tale life is a very fun life. You go to your guild, you have friends, you hang out with them, and from there you go get a job. Go out in a job by saving someone's life or working there with your magic power, coming back home and relaxing. Like, that's just a great life right there. You don't have to worry about anything else. And most jobs pay high money. And you know what? If the Fairy Tale Guild exists, I would actually like to join it. Every time I watch Fairy Tale, I always say to myself, hey, it would have been awesome if there's actually something called the Fairy Tale Guild. I'll definitely like to go join it. And you know what? It would have been pretty fun to go on adventures. These are the 10 things I wish were real inside Fairy Tale. Let me know your top 10 or your top 5 or your top 1. And you guys all agree on number 1, the Fairy Tale Guild. And my number 2 is the Ether Nano. You guys all agree with that? Because those two are the main important thing that we all wish would exist inside this world. When it comes to Fairy Tale, there are other awesome stuff that we wish exists, but these are the 10 things that I felt should actually exist in a real life world. These are my top 10 lists. Thanks for watching the video. If this is anything you guys like this video I have to talk about, please drop me a like. That would be amazing. If you enjoy my guild, by subscribing, please do so. I'll greatly appreciate it. I'm GoGoT23. Have an insane day, my fairy fans.
It's over. Die, Amaterasu.
Bolt weapon deployed! No blood! You'll never interfere with us again, do you understand?
If you really want to fly, I can help you out. Crushing evil, spreading truth. Empyrean!
Now you're the one who sounds like she's afraid. How dare you
Throw her out! Right now!
Damn you. You don't have nearly enough power to ever make that happen. Bankai.
No one who's seen this armor has lived to talk about it!